Yeah, well, we stuck around for the whole rest of the summer and the fall. So I've been here working out basically since August. Skated for the past month, trying to get ready for the training camp. It was kind of it was the same situation then. After the play stopped, that nobody really knew what was going on and when the camp would start and whatnot. So it was just trying to keep yourself in shape, and then once you start hearing rumblings that camp might start, in January, then you start kind of preparing skating wise and whatnot. But it's been that, and then just not a lockdown, but a lot of time inside the house.
And how's your daughter?
Good, she's good, thank you.
That's great. All right, thanks, man.
Take our next question from Steve Conroy. Go ahead.
Hey, Tuukka, how you doing?
Hi, Steve. Good. How you doing?
Good. This is your first year in the NHL without, seeing Zdeno Chara there. What's that going to be like? And you were expecting to deal with some hiccups along the way with some young defensemen in front of you.
Yeah, it's gonna be different without him out there for sure. That's what when I was texting with him, I told him, I'm definitely gonna miss him out there because, like, I think we've talked before that he's such a big part of the penalty kill, and he reads the play so well, and he sticks always in the right spot. And even for the entries when the other team try to enter the zone, he sticks so long that he creates so many offsides for them. So it's gonna be different, but I think the guys we have, they've played some games already, so it's not like they're just jumping into the unknown here. It'll just be more minutes for them, and obviously everybody makes mistakes. We're prepared that mistakes are going to happen, but I think we're very comfortable playing with this group that we have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go next to Joe Haggerty. Go ahead, Joe.
Hey, Tukes, how's it going?
Good, Hags. Good to see you.
Just curious, entering the last year of your contract here, if that changes anything, mental approach, just how you look at the season, if you're kind of anxious on any level to get something done with the Bruins, if you're okay sort of, going into the season, potentially getting something done, if you're okay to wait it out until the end of the year, and just what your desire is beyond this season with the Bruins contractually.
I think what the situation is now, like everything's kind of upside down with the hockey world, and I'm sure, Sweeney has a lot on his plate right now. My contract situation is probably not, on top of his list at the moment. I'm comfortable where we are right now. I just want to go out there and, start the season off right and kind of get on a good groove and play good hockey personally and as a team. And then, if the contract talks happen during the season, then so be it. If they don't, then, we'll just wait it out and see what happens. But my main focus right now is just, get the season started off right and then worry about the future after that. But yeah, I guess that's the best answer I can give you.
And your hope and desire is to, if everything goes right, to re-up with the Bruins and keep playing for a little while after this?
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, like I've said that before. I have no intention to play anywhere else than the Bruins. So, if I'm good enough to play 1, 2, 3 more years, then so be it. If not, then so be it. So, that's where my head's at.
Cool. Thanks, Deuce.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. We'll go next to Matt Porter. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Tuukka. I'm kind of, you've said before that, goaltending is, a lot of see the puck, stop the puck. With that in mind, I am wondering kind of what maybe seeing a few of these teams back to back, in the division and seeing quite a lot of them, does that change your preparation at all? Kind of your, the way you attack shooters and that kind of thing?
Yeah, it's a good question. I haven't really thought of that. I mean, obviously it'll be different. You're gonna get to know these teams very well during the regular season, and then, even the playoff series, I guess you play the same team. So you're gonna get to know their tendencies, and they're gonna get to know your tendencies. And I'm sure there's gonna be these scouting reports are gonna, change as we go on goalies and on the other teams. But from my standpoint, it doesn't really change a whole lot. I guess you can kind of approach them like mini playoff series at a time when you play these back-to-backs and, homestands and whatnot. But goaltending is pretty straightforward. You're just trying to read the game and be there when the puck comes and try to get as good a clean of a read of the shot you can and try to stop it. So it doesn't really change a whole lot, I guess. No, nice finish.
Thanks, Matt. We'll go next to Kevin Dupont. Go ahead, Kevin.
I'll try English. That's a challenge for me. So, Tuukka, good to see you again. Can you give us an idea, because this is the first time we've had a chance to talk to you since leaving the bubble. Can you give us a chance what was running through your head at that time, how hard of a decision that was, and then in light of it, did it cause you any difficulty coming back into camp this year, given all the circumstances?
Yeah, well, obviously it was a tough decision to leave, but then again, it wasn't, because I knew that it was more important for me to be home at that time. So that was easy to live with. But also on the other hand, you're home knowing kind of that you could be there, you should be there playing hockey. So it's tough to watch the games and kind of like you're kind of caught in this middle of, your brain's, kind of spinning at that point, and you're kind of like knowing that, you're in the right place at home, but then again, you should be there, stop the puck. So it was tough for a few weeks, but it helped that, I was talking to Yarrow a lot. I was talking to a lot of guys that, they gave their support, and, they knew what was going on, and, there was that. So, but then again, the last part of the question coming in, no issues coming in here. We've been in touch throughout the summer and had discussions about, whatever in life with teammates, and there's no issues coming back at all.
If you could just crystallize for us, because we had a very brief, not brief, but it was a short meeting with Don Sweeney that morning that you left. Yeah. And he did not make it clear to us by any means that there was any family emergency going on. Was there a family emergency? Was that the reason you left?
Yes, that was the reason I left. I got a phone call the night before. Everything happened so quickly. I think that, I'm sure he get kind of caught by a surprise too. I got a phone call the night before that, our daughter really wasn't doing so well at that point, and, they had to call an ambulance and everything. So, obviously at that point, my mind's spinning, and I'm like, I need to get out of here. So then the next morning I, informed him, and we had a brief talk, and then I just left.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Deuce. Got time for two more questions. We'll go to Tim Rosenthal.
Hey, Tuukka, how you doing?
Good. How you doing, Tim?
I'm doing all right, thanks. Just a couple questions here. One is, how has it felt being back at camp with the teammates for the first time since the bubble? And also, you mentioned you talked to Halak a little bit and a couple other teammates when you left the bubble. Just expanding on that, what did it mean to you to have the support from your teammates when you left?
Well, it means a lot, obviously. We're, like you probably know, we're a pretty tight group, and, we try to stick together on and off the ice. So it meant a lot that they had my back on that time. So yeah, it was a great thing to see that your teammates have your back. And, it's been great to see everybody back here. Obviously, we've had pretty big group here, not at once, but like coming and going with the social distancing and everything for the past few weeks. So it's not like everybody just got slammed here one day and, everybody see each other right at the same time. So we kind of like eased ourselves into it, and it's been great to see these guys come back, and everybody seems to be very happy to be here and just, let this hockey season get going again.
Take our final question from Scott McLaughlin. Go ahead, Scott.
Hey, Tuukka. This offseason, there had been some trade rumors, whether there was anything to them or not, but did that weigh on you at all? Was there ever a time where you felt like maybe your future here was uncertain?
Nope.
Great. Thank you, Tuukka.